Hey everyone, my name is Phil Kerner, and I'd just like to welcome you to WordPress for Beginners. And we're going to move a little fast here because, as you may or may not know, YouTube only allows up to a 10-minute video. And I tested them tonight, and I know because I uploaded a 12-minute video which took an hour and a half, and then after it uploaded, they rejected it. So let's move right along here. WordPress for Beginners. So let's start off with what is WordPress. So if you're sitting there tonight, and hopefully you've probably heard the buzzword WordPress. You've got to have WordPress. You should be using WordPress for your blog, for your website. So in layman's terms, let's discuss what WordPress is. Simply put, WordPress is two things. It's a content management system, and I'll explain that in a second. And the second thing WordPress is an open source application. First of all, a content management system, all that means is that if you've ever gone to a website and neatly seen all past articles or posts put into an archive where you can look things up very easily, if you do that manually, which I have done, it's really time consuming. And what WordPress does is makes it easy for you to post new comments, new things onto your blog or page, website page, and put them in categories and put them in an order that is chronological. So as you post new things, old things go away, but not for good. They're saved on the right or left side of the page, whatever template you use. As far as open source application, all that means is, the best way to explain it, is to imagine having several chefs from around the world cooking dinner in a kitchen, and they love it so much that they do it for free. And they constantly tweak the recipe. You get it to eat for free, and they not only let you eat for free, but they let you know when it's been updated. So WordPress is kind of a work in progress by a bunch of brilliant people around the world that continually add to the code to make it work right. For those of you who might use Firefox as an internet browser, Firefox is the same thing. It's an open source application that, again, internet engineers around the world will constantly tweak and work on as a project in their spare time, much as some people might work on a train set with their neighbors in the basement. So that's a simplified version. But that's what WordPress is. It's a great content management system. What WordPress does? Well, a few things. You can use it for a website. You can use it for a blog, which is its primary use right now. And the third thing is you can use it for a membership site. And this is what you're looking at right here is a membership site that I had just put up called the International Alliance of Small Business Professionals, which is password protected. And I'll get into that later. But there is a great template that WordPress did for me. And if you look around, you see search it. You can search this this website blog by different categories. I only have one up there right now, but as I write different articles and submit different articles, I can put them in different categories so people can look up things by category. So what the big thing is to know about WordPress is it also lets you choose themes. And what a theme is just the way your page looks, your website or your blog looks. And there's thousands of them available. And they're very up-to-date, very cool looking, sleek looking. You can put up something very nice looking that makes you look like a lot bigger than you are. Let's put it that way. How do you get started with WordPress? Well, you know, the big deal is learning the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. And WordPress.com is a terrific resource because if you don't have a website, go to WordPress.com. And you can just register there, and you'll be posting your own information up on a blog in minutes. And the only downfall to that is, probably the biggest one is, that it'll just say your name and WordPress in the address bar. And of course, if you're trying to brand yourself, having the name WordPress in there kind of detracts from your corporate brand or your personal brand. But it's a great way to get started for free and get your feel for posting onto a blog. The second thing you should know about WordPress is WordPress.org. And that is where you can download WordPress. A little more complex, and I fought with that for quite a long time because I had been playing with WordPress and the idea of it for a few years. Never quite got what the difference was, so that's why I'm explaining to you. WordPress.org is where you download your own version of WordPress or their version to install into your website. Well, I'll give you a quick tip right now. If you have any kind of a decent internet provider, that stuff comes with your hosting account. So if you have joesmith.com, and if you're listening, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal your name there, but if you were to go into your administration panel, or your webmaster would, most of the time WordPress is a completely free add-on that they can add on within a few minutes. And I was trying to download this stuff from WordPress.com and insert it into my website. I was going nuts for about 2 days. I couldn't get it to work. And after I talked to my web hosting provider, they said it's free and it's already in your administration panel, and I installed it in about 3 or 4 minutes. So those are the two options you have. WordPress.com hosts the blog for you. WordPress.org is when you want your own name on your blog or page you're going to create. Using WordPress as a website. Here's a website that I created just for fun called theguyfromerie.com, and that's me. I am the guy from Erie, Pennsylvania. And if you look in the address bar at the top here, you'll see theguyfromerie.com. Wow, isn't that amazing? So here's a case where I've actually used WordPress as a domain, and there's no /blog /WordPress. It's my website in WordPress, and in future tutorials I'll show you how simple that is to do, or to have your website guy do. So a quick review of what WordPress is. It's open source, meaning it's contributed to by website and website developers and code developers literally around the world, who tweak this code every day to make it state-of-the-art. It's a great program or application. Number 2, WordPress content. That's a big thing. Is easy for Google to rank. For whatever reason right now, the analytics that the programs that Google uses to index content in Google seems to like WordPress content. It's very content-rich oriented, keyword oriented, and Google just seems to marry to it very well. So who's who in blogging is using WordPress, and that's just the way it is right now. Number 3, WordPress is a great content management system, meaning it's very easy for you to write content and have it posted in a way that is not only chronologically listed in date order, but into categories you'd like to keep it, and your work gets saved, and people can research your site and find your topics. Whether if you're a dog breeder and you could have 10 topics on beagles, German shepherds, behavior, you get the drift. So it makes it very easy to do that. Number 4, WordPress is always free in 2 different ways. WordPress.com, WordPress.org. Bottom line is WordPress.com. If you don't have your own website, want to learn how to blog, great place to go. WordPress.org is where you download your own version of WordPress and install it. You might not have to do that. Most of your website host providers already have WordPress as a free add-on, so just ask your website host provider about that. Number 5, WordPress can be your home page. You can totally set up WordPress, and I experimented with that. It was really not hard to do. I know a little HTML and know how to upload things to my server, but I figured it out relatively easy how to establish WordPress as my home page. So people, when they would click on theguyfromerie.com, it goes to my WordPress page, not WordPress.com, not theguyfromerie.com /WordPress. I could literally make WordPress my home page. Very cool. So you get a very up-to-date looking theme and website with WordPress. And of course, the last thing is that WordPress is right now the hottest blogging platform, and the reason for that again is because it seems to rank very well in Google, and we all want to be on that front page of Google. And for whatever reason, and I know there's geeks out there rolling their eyes right now who know exactly why. All I can tell you is my research shows me that WordPress blogs are the way to get noticed on the internet. So that kind of wraps this session up. A quick tutorial, about 8 minutes long, just to familiarize you with what WordPress is. It's a great system, and I'm going to give you a couple more tutorials on how to use it, implement it, and get known on the internet, build your persona. So my name is Phil Kerner, and in the next tutorial I'll explain a little bit about the pros and cons of using WordPress. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.